I'm Tony Stierwalt. I live just west outside of Posodum, Illinois. Been farming for, well, besides my whole life, but for about 10, 12 years I've had ground of my own that I've been operating and making decisions on. And fifth generation farmer. A little bit about our operation. We are 100% no-till, strip till on our corn acres and ahead of any non-GMO beans and some other beans as well, but real big believers in putting out cereal rye in the fall. And on some corn acres we'll put on oats and radish aerially in late August, early September, and get some good growth out of that through harvest, and then it gets winter killed and creates a nice seed bed come spring. Some of the yield results we've seen with the rye ahead of our non-GMO beans has been the same as if we just no-tilled them, but one thing we learned early on growing non-GMOs, where we didn't have cereal rye out there, we had a mess later on in the season, and we learned pretty quickly that the rye makes a big difference. You get the weed suppression by just the biomass that the dead rye will have, where it'll, shade out the weeds so they can't grow, but it also has a allelopathic, well, that's what cereal rye is, so it releases a natural chemical that can suppress water hemp and other weeds. And so if I don't have cereal rye, I'm not going to grow non-GMO beans, because I think the benefits far outweigh any of the disadvantages. Some of the differences we've seen, we just picked up some ground that would have been 3 years ago, and with us being strip till, when we went into strip till the first year, it was a struggle to even get to speed on that new ground. It was pulling hard, and there was a little bit of a compaction layer, and we were only going 7 inches, but between that top of the ground and that 7 inches, we were hitting it and it was slowing us down. And then I got to the field that would be a quarter mile away, and I was able to go a full 1.5 miles faster, and it built a better berm, it built a better strip. It just is you can just feel when you walk out here how mellow it is, and it just plants just beautifully, exactly what we want to see. And it's been now 3 years, and we've already started to see a difference on that ground we did pick up, and that's just off cutting out the deep ripping and just stripping, no-till, and covers. Something that drives my push for conservation forward is a true belief in the system. I think we see yield benefits. On the other side of the coin is government regulation could be coming, and being ahead of the game with cover crops and monitoring our nutrient loss and water runoff, and just taking care of things the way that we believe it should be taken care of. And I've learned that from my dad, from my uncles, my grandpa. It's been a true belief from as long as I can remember, and I just want to keep moving that forward for myself and my kids and the generations, because this is what we got, so we need to take care of it.